Your heart is glowing, and I'm crashing into you. Baby, kiss me before they turn the lights out.
Hey everyone, so today I filmed a Naked 3 tutorial. It's a really dark smoky eye with a lot of dimension. So if you'd like to see how I did this, please keep on watching. Bye!
Oh, hello there! Okay, so we're going to begin. I'm going to apply my eye cream. Right now I'm using the Origins GinZing eye cream. I really enjoy it. I've been using it for the past month. It helps with depuffing in the morning because it's very cooling, but it also has these fine shimmer particles that brighten the under eye area. Now I'm using my E.L.F. Mineral Infused Primer to prime my entire face. I start from the center of my face and blend outward. This creates a really great canvas for anything that you put on top because it is so smooth. And then I'm going to apply two foundations because right now I'm in between colors. This is the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1, and I'm going to be using the shades Soft Honey and Golden Tan. I take barely a dot from each one, less than a pump, and then I start to blend from the center outwards. You want the foundation to be the thinnest it possibly can towards the outer edges of your face. You don't want to look like you have a mask on, and that often happens when you put entirely too much foundation on. Here I'm blending also with the brush and my fingers so that I ensure that it is completely smooth and seamless. Now I'm going to apply my concealer. This is Maybelline Fit Me in medium. I like to use it under my eyes to conceal the circles, and then I also like to use it highlighting, so I'll do the top of my forehead, bridge of my nose, and my chin as usual. This helps to combat any redness around my nose, and then I'll maybe put it on any blemishes that may be popping up. You know how that goes. I like to use the warmth of my fingers to blend that in. You can also use your brush, but I think that really helps to meld it with the foundation. Here I'm tapping into the areas that I want a little more coverage and rubbing in the areas that I want to spread it out. Once I get to my under eye, I like to tap inwards so I can deposit the most concealer in the inner corner to really brighten that area. Then I'll just take the foundation brush to blend out the edges. Next step is to fill in my eyebrows. I like to get a spoolie, brush them upward because my eyebrow hairs like to droop. Then I'm going to take my Milani Brow Kit in dark, and so I'll take my flat top eyeliner brush and start to feather in strokes that appear like brow hairs. Once I get to the front of the brow, I start to flick upwards, and as you can see, my brush is almost horizontal so that it has that nice clean edge at the bottom. I can't do my eyebrows without being serious. It's like impossible. Here I'm taking the spoolie to just spread out the powder so that it is nice and even. Brows are my life. If I don't have a stick of makeup on, brows are the only thing that I will take out and put on. Now here's the star of the show, the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. First things first, we're going to prime our eyelids. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild by Fergie Take on the Day Eyelid Primer. Super long name. 1 dot for each eye is more than enough. I've slept in my makeup, and I know that's really bad, but I woke up the next day and my makeup looked just as good as when I first applied it. I'm going to take this eye base. This is one of those Jumbo NYX pencils in Slate, and I'm going to use that as a base for one of my main shadows. This is Limit from the Naked 3 palette. I'm using as my crease color. This is just to be my best friend for the rest of my blending. It's going to help me blend in those darker colors to come. It's a really nice pink mauve shade. It's matte, and it really helps blend out the outer edges of that cream eyeshadow that I put in first. Okay, so the next color that we're going to use is Darkside, and this is going to go all over the lid. I'm going to pat that in from inner corner to outer corner. It's okay that we have the harsh line at the edge right now. We're going to do a little bit of blending as we're patting it in. We're going to take a fluffier brush with the same color and blend that edge even more. Now as we're blending, we're keeping the color really low in the crease. We're just focusing on blending the edge. We're not looking to blend it all the way up and into our higher crease, if that makes sense. So just focus right there, right where the eye folds, and then it'll start blending it out. Now we're going to take the shade Nooner, and that is going to help make the whole eyeshadow blend and fade up into the brow bone. We're going to take the shade Blackheart, and we're going to tap that right at the outer edge. A lot of people talk about a V shape, and it's more of like just an outer triangle, because what you're doing is you're tapping that outer edge and then you're blending inward, and by blending part of it into the crease, you're creating that so-called V. By doing this, we're creating a little dimension and depth on the outer edges, making our eyes look more round and more dimensional. Now, I wanted to bring a little light into the eye look, so I decided to take Liar and just pat that down the center of my lid. It's a pink taupey shade, and it really brightens up that center area. So congratulations! If you've gone this far, that means you've done the majority of the work for this eye look. Now we're going to take the color Strange to highlight our brow bone, and here we're using a big fluffy brush to do so. Then we're going to take Darkside and Blackheart, mix that together so that we can create a lower lash line color. Here we're defining it with a small shader brush. All the brushes and the products will be listed down below. And then we're going to take the color Trick, and Trick is this really shimmery, glittery orange color to me. I really like it for the inner corner. It really brightens it up and makes it look like a rose gold inner corner highlight. Here we're just doing some extra blending. You could take some extra Nooner and blend, or you could just blend with no extra product. Now's a great time to set our foundation and concealer. Usually with a dark eye look, I will do my eyes first and then do my skin base, but because this eyeshadow palette is amazing and it doesn't have any kind of fallout in terms of the darker shades, I was able to do the whole eye look without having to worry. Here's my Hourglass Ambient Powder and Diffused Light. I've been liking the combination of the HD powder and this one together, so I'm putting that on the high points of my face. I'm going to use my Rimmel Matte Bronzer. It is called Sun Bronze. I'm going to use that to contour my cheekbones as well as bronze up the perimeter of my face, which is around my forehead and under my jawline. I'm using a duo fiber brush so that it gives that sort of airbrushed look, and it's a little more natural. With a duo fiber brush, you'll never put on too much. Now here's my blush. It is from Wet n Wild. It's called Mellow Wine, and I'm putting that on the apples of my cheeks and blending it into my contour. Now I'm highlighting with my Hard Candy Baked Bronzer in Tiki. I'm going to moisturize my lips with my 8-Hour Cream. Now as my lips are moisturizing, I'm going to line my upper lash line with a dark black eyeshadow. This is from my I Heart Matte Wet n Wild 8-pan palette. And I'm using that very messily. You don't need to do it perfectly. I'm just trying to make my eyelashes appear thicker. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes. This is my Daiso eyelash curler. Put on some mascara. Later on the night, I actually put on some fake eyelashes, but you can totally do without them. And here's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you try it. Please let me know. Please comment, like, subscribe, watch over and over. I hope you enjoy my video. Thank you for watching. Bye!
I feel like Diana Ross or something. Hey everyone, don't mind my hair. It's figuring out what it wants to do. Sorry for the cars. Okay. Hi guys. Something. I look like a cave person.